Hey everyone, this is Ankush. Welcome back to a new exciting After Effects tutorial. Today I will show you how to create something like this. So without further ado, let's fire up After Effects. At first I will create a new composition. Here I'm selecting 1920 by 1080 with 30 fps. Now at first I will create a new text layer. Now here as an example I will write my name. Now as you can see I have imported 3 files over here. So at first I will select this glitter layer and I will drop beneath the text layer. And prior to go further, what I'll do, I will select the text layer and will align into the middle. Now if you can see the track matte option here, just click on this toggle button. So the track matte option will be visible, and just beside glitter layer you need to select alpha matte. So the glitter layer will be visible to our text. Now I will pre-compose the text layer, so in future we can easily modify the text. Now by selecting both layers I will pre-compose again. Now I will select the texture and will drop it on top of our text precomp. Now here under track matte I am going to select a luma matte. So this time our text will be visible through the texture layer. And now by selecting texture layer I'll open scale and will adjust its scale something like this. Also I'll open position and will change its position like this and something like this. Now by selecting both layers I will pre-compose again and will name it a text comp. Now by selecting wireframe I will create a new composition. I'll open scale and will increase the scale a bit, something like this. Now going to main comp, I will drag and drop this wireframe layer beneath the text precomp and will deactivate the wireframe. Now by selecting text comp, I'll go to effects panel and will search for an effect called Shatter. Now we'll apply the Shatter effect on our text precomp like this. Now by going to effect control panel, I will change the view mode to rendered and we'll go to shape. Here I will select customs, but you can select anything else according to your taste. Maybe you can select bricks or maybe glass to give it a different look. But here I'm selecting customs, so I can use the wireframe precomp as a custom shatter map. Now let me check. Okay, this is looking nice to me. Now under repetition I will change its value to 50 or maybe 70. Also we'll change the extrusion depth. Now going to force 1 I will change its position, but before that I will change the origin a bit, something like this. Now as you can see our text is going down because of the gravity. So what I'll do, I'll go to the physics and will change the gravity to 0. So as you can see now our text is intact. Now here under force 1 I will change its position somewhere here and will make a keyframe and will move the timeline cursor to 2 seconds and 10 frames. We'll change the position again somewhere here. Now by selecting text precomp I will change it to 3D. Now let's run a ramp preview to check. Okay, this is looking nice to me. Now I will reduce the strength to 1. or maybe I like to increase a bit. Okay, as of now this is looking perfect to me. Now what I'll do, or maybe I can change the origin a bit, somewhere here, or maybe let's keep it here. Now under gradient, I will increase the shatter threshold to 100%, and here under gradient layer, I will select the wireframe and select the invert gradient. Now under physics, I will increase the rotation speed to give a realistic look. We'll also change the randomness to 0.70, and we'll change the viscosity to 0.40. We'll change the mass variance to 50, or maybe keep it 30. Make sure the gravity should be 0. Now on the texture layer, I'm not going to change anything, but if you want, you can change the color according to your taste. Now here under lighting, I will change the light intensity, something like this. And if you want, you can change the light color and position according to your taste. Here I'm going to change its position somewhere here and somewhere here, or maybe 270, or maybe I'll change its position a bit more. Now under materials, I will increase the sharpness to 15. Let's run a RAM preview. Yeah, this is looking good to me. Now by selecting text precomp, I will drop an effect called CC light sweep, and also I will drop the glow effect. Now for the time being, I will deactivate the glow. Now under CC light sweep, I will change the center position just somewhere here, and we'll change the direction so it will lighten up the shatter particles. And I will make a keyframe here, and we'll move our timeline cursor to 2 seconds and 10 frames, and we'll change the direction like this. We'll change the width value. Also we'll change the sweep intensity. Now I will activate glow, and we'll change the glow threshold to 70. I'll change the glow radius a bit, and we'll decrease the intensity to 0.5. Now this is looking fine to me. Now what I'll do, I'll create a camera. Here I'm selecting 35mm 2-node camera. I'll lock this layer, and by selecting text precomp, I will open its position, and at starting of our timeline, I will change the Z position like this to give a zoom out effect, and we'll go to 3 seconds and 10 frames, and we'll change the Z value. Yeah, this is looking perfect. Now by hitting U, reveal all keyframes. I'll select all keyframes here and will ease them. Now by selecting these 2 keyframes, I'll go to the graph editor. Here make sure you have selected the speed graph. Now what I'll do, I will select this last keyframe and will drag it to the left. So our animation will start faster but will end up slowly. Something like this. Now I will select these top two keyframes and we'll go to graph editor again, and this time I'll select the left keyframe and we'll drag it to the right. Now let me check. Now as you can see, our animation is starting a bit early. To change that, what I'll do by going to wireframe precomp, I will change its scale a bit. And also what I'll do by selecting text precomp, I will select this keyframe here and will change the first position keyframe, something like this. So this problem has been fixed now. Also I will change the strength to 3. The strength value depends on how much force you want to apply to shatter the text. Now here what I did, I have simply changed the text, and also I have changed the render mode from CUDA to software only. If you are using an NVIDIA graphics card, you will see the option called CUDA, but you need to change it to software mode only. And also as you can see, I have created a new layer called flare, and here I have used a third-party plugin called optical flares to create a nice background. But if you don't have the optical flare, you can skip this part. The project file will be available at the description. So if you want to change the text, what you need to do, just by going through text edit, you can simply select the text and you can change the text part. And if you want to change the animation, by selecting wireframe layer, simply you can change the scale, something like this. And if I go to the main comp, you can see our whole animation has been changed. And also you can change some other values according to your taste. And if you don't want to use the glitter part, just by going through text comp, you need to select text 1. And here you need to deactivate the glitter and you need to activate the text edit. So the glitter will be deactivated. So that's all guys. Now let's have a look into our final file. So that's all for the day. If you do like this video, please hit the like button. Still, if you are new to this channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I believe this tutorial will save your bills from buying paid templates. So a minimum support through donation will be very much appreciated. And guys, I'm also live on Instagram TV. If you want to follow me there, here's my channel link coming on screen. So thank you guys, thank you for your time. Have a blessed day to you. Bye and see you again. Peace.